A crisis of confidence has hit the apartment building industry after residents were forced out of a second high-rise in New South Wales due to structural problems. And fears about the stability of building foundations haven't been the only issue. There have also been concerns with the fire risk of cladding used on other properties.
So just how safe is it to put your money into an apartment? Sunrise consumer correspondent Sean White has been investigating. Sean?
Yeah, morning guys. Big talking point. Plenty of Aussies buy apartments and have a good experience, but the cracked apartment block in Mascot has really put the issue in the national spotlight. Here's what you need to know when it comes to buying off the plan. The Aussie dream of owning a quarter-acre block in the suburbs is a distant memory for many. With our cities changing, many of them are now bursting at the seams, and more people than ever are trading in a house and yard for the convenience of apartment living.
That people, once they move into an apartment, have a lot more free time. They're looking for great locations that they can fill up that free time with.
Apartment approvals have been booming across the country, and with it, a growing number of families are downsizing. The biggest market remains young professionals though, followed by retirees. Perth-based retiree John Roberts is one of the thousands of older Aussies who've decided to scale down their lifestyle into an apartment.
We chose an apartment rather than a house because we've reached a point in our life where large gardens, etc. are probably just taking up too much time.
Still central and close to family, it suits him and wife Marion perfectly because it's close to other city amenities. Things like public transport are all in easy reach.
It's also on the railway lines, which means that we can move around by rail rather than have the car out of the garage all the time.
But not everyone has the same positive experience. Apartment living has been front and centre this month, with a second forced evacuation of residents after cracks appeared in Sydney's Mascot Towers, and concerns over flammable cladding in some states. Serious questions are also being asked about apartment building safety regulations. It's probably no wonder then around 86% of people would feel uncomfortable buying directly off the plan. The biggest risk to consider is a fall in property value once the building is complete. It could be less than what you originally forked out, especially in an oversaturated market. You should also ensure you're buying from a reputable builder. Check that no legal action is being taken against them, that they have a strong track record and that they're licensed. You can look them up on the Fair Trading website. And if you're on a tight time frame to move, the advice is to buy an apartment which is already under construction.
If you're actually wanting to move in within a set time, make sure you actually buy a project that started or finished construction because there can be delays.
Check the contract for a variation clause too. This is important because sometimes it can allow the developer to change the dimensions of the property. Yeah, guys, they're a big course to tighten building safety regulation. When you look at Mascot Towers, I mean, built around a decade ago, highlights one of the biggest problems is that these issues actually arise years later and the law and that don't really match up, so quite a complicated issue.
And home warranty insurance and all that sort of stuff doesn't apply to a lot of apartments. It's fascinating.